You ever check your bank account and genuinely wonder where all your money actually went? Like seriously? You did not buy a mansion. You did not buy a Lamborghini. You did not accidentally invest in a failing crypto coin called Moonferret 247. And yet somehow your bank account still looks exhausted. That is because most people do not lose money through one giant financial disaster. They lose it through tiny, invisible habits that feel completely normal. And honestly, that is what makes it dangerous. Because you never feel broke in the moment. You feel broke later. After the subscriptions. After the delivery apps. After the impulse purchases. After all the tiny emotional spending decisions quietly stack on top of each other. So today we are following one completely normal person through one completely normal day. Because this is exactly how modern money disappears without people noticing. 7:12 a.m. Alarm goes off. And before your brain is even fully awake, you reach for your phone. Which means the first thing you experience today is not sunlight, not water, not peace. Advertising, new shoes, new headphones, protein powder, $10 here, $12 there, a subscription somewhere else, a delivery fee you barely noticed, death by 1,000 taps. And here is the crazy part. Nobody talks about how psychologically different digital money feels. Cash used to feel painful. You physically watched it leave your hand. You noticed it. Your brain registered it. Now, tap, swipe, Face ID. Done. Your brain barely even processes the spending anymore. That is why companies are obsessed with making payments frictionless. Save cards, one-click checkout, auto-renew subscriptions, instant delivery. Because the easier spending feels, the more people spend. And honestly, most people completely underestimate how much this changes behavior. Back in the day, if you wanted fast food, you had to physically leave the house. Now you can order burgers from bed while watching Netflix and convincing yourself that future you will somehow deal with the consequences. Modern spending is designed for emotional decisions, not rational ones. And that is exactly why people quietly lose control of money. Now, aesthetic bedrooms, gym lifestyles, luxury routines, self-care packages, $500 morning routines from influencers who somehow have perfect skin and suspiciously unlimited free time. And companies understand something terrifying about human psychology. People buy emotions way faster than they buy logic. Comfort, status, escape, dopamine, that little feeling of I deserve this. And honestly, that feeling is addictive because buying something feels productive, even when it changes absolutely nothing. You ever notice how online shopping becomes way more tempting late at night? That is not an accident. At midnight, your brain suddenly believes a standing desk and a Japanese chef knife are somehow going to transform your entire existence by tomorrow morning. Spoiler alert, they will not. Most impulse purchases become clutter within 2 weeks, but the money you spend on them is gone forever. Now here comes the biggest trap. The one that quietly destroys almost everybody. Lifestyle inflation. This one is dangerous because it actually feels like success at first. You get a raise, and suddenly life upgrades begin. Better apartment, nicer car, more expensive gym, more dinners out, more expensive clothes, higher monthly bills attached to literally everything. And weirdly, you still feel broke. This is why people earning $150,000 a year, people think they need more money. But honestly, what most people really need is breathing room. Freedom is not earning more. Freedom is needing less. That is the part social media never talks about. Nobody flexes financial peace. Nobody posts videos saying, hey guys, I lowered my monthly expenses and invested the difference. But honestly, that person usually wins long-term because real wealth is usually quiet. It is not flashy. It is investments, emergency savings, low stress, options, breathing room, not designer logos and financial anxiety. Now here is where things get terrifying. Let us say somebody wastes just $20 a day. That does not sound insane. That is coffee, lunch, subscriptions, delivery fees, impulse shop. Make spending slightly annoying again, because your brain needs time to interrupt emotional decisions. Impulse spending loves speed. Smart financial decisions usually happen slower. Second, automate investing immediately after payday, not at the end of the month. Because if money sits in your account long enough, your brain starts assigning jobs to it. Suddenly, the money becomes concert tickets, shoes, weekend spending, random online shopping. Automation removes emotion from the process. And honestly, systems beat motivation almost every time, because motivation disappears. Netflix exists. Friends invite you out. Life gets stressful. And suddenly your financial goals become cocktails, garlic bread, and pretending you will start fresh next Monday. Third, track your spending for just 1 week. Not forever, just 1 week. Because most people genuinely have no idea where their money actually goes. Tiny purchases are invisible individually, but together, they become financial quicksand. And finally, stop trying to look rich. A shocking number of people are financing appearances while quietly panicking about bills behind the scenes. That is exhausting. Real financial freedom is not looking wealthy online. It is sleeping peacefully. It is having options. It is not stressing every time an unexpected bill appears. At the end of the day, most people do not lose financially because they are stupid. They lose because modern spending systems are engineered to separate people from money as smoothly and invisibly as possible. And once you realize that, your entire mindset changes. You stop asking, how do I make more money? And start asking, why is my money disappearing so easily? That question changes everything. If this video helped you simplify finance, like and subscribe for simple finance in minutes. This is Bite-Sized Finance.